Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celeste, and long time no see. It's been a while, and that is because I have not wanted to film anything. I've been reading, just haven't wanted to film anything. Also, the past week I've been sick, so that has made me not want to record anything. You can hear it in my voice, I'm very nasally. It's a good time. But updates, I guess? I don't know, I don't really have any updates. I think I read like 8 books in January. I think I will be having a wrap-up coming soon, but you probably will be seeing it before this video comes out. I don't know yet. We'll see how I'm feeling. Other than like the usual, so school, it's going fine. This class that I'm taking right now is so boring. It's social policy and services, and it's not anything I'm interested in, so I really don't care. All I care about is getting a good grade. Like, I care a little bit about the subject, but like, it's not what I'm going to be pursuing as a career in social work. So I'm like doing my work, getting the good grades, but I just want this class to be over with. And luckily there's only like 2 weeks left, so I'm almost done, and then the next 2 classes start. Work has been fine. The kids get on my nerves sometimes, but for the most part, they're pretty good. And then I'm still going to the barn. This past week, I didn't go like at all. So today, it's Thursday, by the way, February 13th. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and I don't have a Valentine. Anyway, yeah, so I rode today and it was good. The horse I had rode, Stardust, I hadn't ridden him in like a week. So considering he was off for like a week, he was pretty good. Like, I can't really complain. He gave me some good work out there. But yeah, anyway, this video is going to be I don't know the exact page count that I want to read per day. I'm thinking 150 because 200 seems like too much, but 100 doesn't seem like enough. So I think this is going to be I'm going to be reading 150 pages every day, weekly reading vlog, I guess. So I'm going to get into the books that I want to kind of focus on. There are going to be a lot because I want to have options, you know. So let's get into that. I'm gonna talk about my Kindle books first because I do have 2 library books, and I also started paying for Kindle Unlimited, and hopefully I start reading books from Kindle Unlimited, because the last time I had it I was not doing that, so I was spending money and not using it very well. So the first book I'm going to be talking about is Flower Heart by Catherine Bakewell. This is, I'm like, my Kindle says I'm 37% of the way through it. This is about a girl who has magic. It's like a romance. I think it's romance fantasy, or fantasy romance. I wouldn't consider it a romantasy because it's not like high stakes or anything. I feel like most romantasies are high stakes in some way. But yeah, this is about a girl. She has powers, but she's like unable to really control them, and then she ends up accidentally hurting her father, and she needs to find a way to cure him, but the only way she can do that is by controlling her powers. And so her childhood friend, who is like estranged from her now, is like, okay, I'll become your teacher and I'll help you try to control your powers. And I'm liking it so far. I like the 2 main characters. The female main character I kind of resonate with. She has a lot of anxiety, which I can relate to because your girl got anxiety. But yeah, that's Flower Heart. And then the other 2 are This Blood That Binds Us by S.L. Coakley. This is a book I've seen a lot on TikTok, and I was just interested in it, mostly because it's about vampires. It's a vampire romance. I really don't know anything about it other than that. I haven't started reading it yet. It's on Kindle Unlimited until, I believe, February 27th. So I'm gonna really try to get through to that. I think it's only about like 300 pages, so I'm sure I can get through it pretty fast. And then the other book that I got from my library is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I have not started this one either. It was on hold for so long, and now that I have it, I'm like, I don't want to read it. I think it's about a summer camp and kids go missing. Someone goes missing, and then it's a thriller. It's a mystery thriller. I mean, I'm sure it's good, but like at the moment I don't really want to read it, but I'm still going to, because otherwise I'll have to wait another like 4 months to get it again from the library, since so many people want to read this book, since it is really popular. So those are my 3 books on my Kindle that I want to get to. And then the 2 physical books I want to get to are, you won't be surprised to see it if you've been here for a while, The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. I'm like 600 pages into this, and I really like it. It's so dense. It's not that it's hard to read, it's just that it's so long. It's kind of intimidating. Like, every time I read it, I read about 100 pages of it, so I really have to like sit down and put time and effort into reading it. But this is an epic fantasy. It follows a couple characters. I don't really know how to like summarize this book because it's so long. So like, who do I talk about without like spoiling? Like, what would count as a spoiler, you know? But yeah, I'm planning on at least reading 100 pages of this and then focusing on the other books, because this is like a back burner book. I'm not like scrambling to finish it or anything, but I do want to finish it somewhat soon, since I have been reading this for like 4 months, so I need to get to it, you know? And then the other book I'm physically reading is Butter by Asako Yuzuki, and this one is about, I'm like really far into it. This one is about a woman who is a journalist, and there was this other woman who has recently been taken into custody because she has allegedly killed 3 men, and she's like supposed to be this like really great cook. And so the journalist is like, I want to interview her and write an article about her, but this woman is like, the woman in jail is like, yeah, but I don't want to be interviewed by anyone, so bye. And then the journalist like gets an idea from her friend, and that kind of like shoos her into getting an interview with the woman in jail. And I couldn't tell you why I like this book so much, but I do really, really like it. The translation is very, very good. Like, the person who translated this book like really captured the original author's writing style really well, because I feel like a lot of translated works they just feel rough in a way. This one flows really well. I feel like the dialogue is a little choppy at times, but like the descriptions, and like there's a lot of descriptions of food in this, and they like make your mouth water, like they make you want food. And so yeah, I'm about like 100 pages out from finishing this one, so this vlog will help me finish this book and hopefully the other 4 that I talked about, besides probably Way of Kings. But those are the 5 books that I want to get into in this vlog, and hopefully I'll finish some. Who knows? So let's get to reading. Is it currently 8 o'clock at night and I still haven't finished my reading goal for the day? Yes. Is it also Saturday when this vlog started Thursday and I never updated for Friday? And on top of that, I did not meet my goals for Thursday or Friday. Granted, I've been busy, so, well, I've been keeping myself busy. I didn't have to be, but I sure kept myself busy even though I'm sick and still recovering. Rest? Who is that? Anyway, I have some updates for you. Like I said, I haven't completed today's reading goal yet. Hopefully I will get there. It's also going to be a little bit more than 150 because I'm carrying over from yesterday. I did read about 150 pages yesterday, but I was supposed to read around like 200-ish. Didn't get there, but I did make some progress in some books. For example, I did finish Butter, and safe to say, I really liked it. It wasn't a 5 stars. Couldn't tell you why. Couldn't tell you why I liked it either. It was good, but like, why do I think so? Actually, I was thinking about this the other day, and now I have to remember what I was thinking. Oh, I remember. Okay, so it kind of starts out, the journalist is like, I feel like she's kind of idolizing the murderer that she is, the alleged murderer that she is wanting to interview. And like, she wants to be her friend, but like throughout the book, she kind of like comes to find herself, like following all the things that the woman in jail wants her to do. And through all those like activities and events and stuff and situations that she finds herself in, like the food she's trying, she kind of like discovers herself, and she kind of abandons the idea of wanting to idolize this woman. And I really like the development of the main character, as well as her development with some of the side characters in this too. I feel like she changed a lot throughout the book, and I like the way it ended. Everything came together. Some of it like angered me, but not in a way that like it was because I didn't like what was happening. It just like what happened to the main character, I was like, you know what's gonna happen because she's a journalist, like the slander she would get, but that kind of upset me. I was like, I'm angry for you, girl. But it wasn't like unexpected. But anyway, I really like this book. I'm really glad I liked this one because I was hyping it up for myself last year. So I'm glad it lived up to the expectations. I think I gave this 4 stars. Yeah, it was pretty good. That's Butter. In this, on, I think it was Thursday I finished it, I read about like 80 pages. So that's how far I got in my 150 page count per day. And then for Flower Heart, that's the other one I've been reading. I haven't touched the other books that I mentioned in the beginning. In Flower Heart, I read from about page 9 to like page 270 yesterday. So that's about like 140 pages. And then today I've only read about like 10. So it's 8, like I said. So I need to read a little more. So I think I'll be finishing Flower Heart, and then I can dive into either I forgot the books that I talked about. Okay, I can either dive into This Blood That Binds Us, The God of the Woods, or The Way of Kings. Probably not Way of Kings. I think I want to read, like every time I read it, I want to read about 150 pages, just because I want to get a big chunk of it done in one sitting, so I feel like I've accomplished something. And I feel like the other two options will be better after I finish Flower Heart, because I'm about 83% of the way into it. So probably the God of the Woods, because my library hold on that is about like, I don't know, 13 days left or something. So I need to get through that, and it's kind of long. So I need to get on top of that. So yeah, that's my little update for you. I really like Flower Heart. The main character I still vibe with. She's really changed from where I was yesterday to today. She's really grown as a person. I feel like she's come to be more confident in herself, which is good, because she had a lot of anxiety before, and I really like the relationship between her and her best friend. They're really cute, and I just really like where the book is going. Those are my updates, and I will get back to you hopefully tomorrow with another one, and hopefully I can keep the daily vlog thing going, because I'm kind of bad at that. I always keep myself really busy, and then I don't have time to vlog, or I just don't want to. So that's kind of where I was, but also I was really busy, so that's my bad. We'll get back to daily vlogging soon, hopefully, aka tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next update. So remember how I said I would be doing updates daily? Well, it's currently Monday night. I for sure didn't record anything on Sunday. I did read. I did make a lot of progress. In this, no, I haven't touched this. I just haven't. Okay. So we're not going to talk about Way of Kings, but we will be talking about This Blood That Binds Us and The God of the Woods. Okay, let's start with The God of the Woods, because that's what I have open on my Kindle. Okay, I'm on page 125. I think the other day I ended about page like 70, which is the end of part 1. I don't know if I'm liking this. Right now I'm in part 2, and it's about the mother and some people like in the past. I'm seeing why it connects to present day in this book, which is like 1975 or something. So this part takes place in the 50s and 60s. I'm seeing why it like connects to the present where her daughter goes missing, but I'm also like, I really don't care. I just want to know what's happening in the present. And that's kind of where I'm at with The God of the Woods. It's written very well. I think the characters are all very distinct and unique. The characters, they all have their own unique little voices and stuff. But I'm more curious about, I want to know what happened in the past with the mother and the son, but also I really just want to know about what's happening to the daughter. So I'm sure it's all gonna connect eventually. This book is very long for a thriller, mystery thriller. It's almost 500 pages, which is kind of like, does a thriller need to be that long? They're not really supposed to be. They're supposed to be quick, easy reads, and they're supposed to like get you in a very short amount of time. And this one's not really grabbing me. Like, obviously I'm gonna keep reading it. If I really don't like it, then I will DNF it. But it's not to the point where I'm like hating it. I'm just kind of like confused and not very interested in what's going on in the plot right now. So that's that. I've also made some progress in This Blood That Binds Us. I am 65% of the way into it, which is page 206 and chapter 17, because you guys needed to know all that, obviously. But I don't know if I'm really liking this one either. It's written very... The writing style is not very... It's not horrible, but it's like what you would find on like Wattpad. Wattpad? This is a TikTok author, so, you know, I should have some low expectations there, I guess. And the other thing is, the plot is kind of weird. Like, the plot is not very well written. I also don't connect with the characters a whole lot. I don't find them interesting, or I'm not connecting to them in any way. I guess I'm like kind of interested in the romance, but also I'm kind of like, whatever. I knew they were gonna insta-love each other, which they're kind of not. They're mostly like friends right now, but I'm just not into it, you know? But I've made it this far, so I'm gonna keep reading it, because I am curious as to how it will end. I don't know if I'm gonna continue the series. I'll get back to you on that. If it stays on Kindle Unlimited, then I might read it, because it's very easy to read. Like I said, I'm 200 pages in already, and that was in like 2 sittings. I could probably finish it in 1 more sitting, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But yeah, that's my updates on those. I do have a little card from my aunt. I think it's for Valentine's Day. She always sends us stuff. So I was just like, I'm gonna open it for you guys and show you. It's cute. I love my aunt. She's very nice. Shout out to my aunt. She also sent me money because I am poor. Thank you. I really appreciate it because I do need money. But yeah, that's my little update for Monday. Today's Monday. Some things that have been going on. I rode my horse today. He was very good. He has an injury, so I have to play Dr. Celeste, which is kind of fun because he just kind of lets me poke and prod him, and he doesn't really care. So he's a very good patient. I think he's just very used to being a patient because he has some issues with flies. And when he gets injured, which he does a lot because he's very clumsy, if flies get into his wounds, he will get this thing called habernema. And it's basically like flies laying eggs in the wounds, which is really gross, and it can make him really sick. I'm not like it's contained. His wound is usually covered. I really want to dry it out, but it's been getting hotter here. It's like in the 70s, and that makes me want to die because it's still I guess it's February. It's February. It's still winter. So why isn't it still like somewhat cold? Perks of living in Arizona in a desert. So yeah, that's my little update on him. My other horse, neither of them are mine, but I am fortunate enough that I can ride them for free because I volunteer at that place that I ride at. I also teach lessons there. And the other horse that I ride, he threw a shoe, so I can't ride him right now until he gets a shoe. So it's just turnout for now, which means that I take him out of his stall and put him in a bigger area so he can kind of run around and get some energy out and stuff like that. I do that with both of them occasionally, but I mostly ride Stardust. So yeah, that's my update on them, and I guess I'll see you in another update. Alright, so today's Thursday.
I don't think I've updated the past 2 days, but we're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna get into me getting ready for my interview today. I already got my shirt on. I am like, I need to be comfortable at like all times until like I need to go do the thing. So I'm also just wearing like my pajama shorts, but you guys can't see that, so it's okay. Anyway, I need to straighten my hair because otherwise it'll look like this, and that's, I don't think, very professional of me. So I will be straightening it and just giving updates, I guess. Yesterday I read a very small amount of God of the Woods, and I don't know if I'm enjoying the book, if I'm being completely honest. The timelines are kind of weird. I don't know why, like, everything needs to be out there. Like, I can understand why we're tying certain things to the present. Well, present in the book. The present is 1975. In present, so like, just like some things going on with the mom and the daughter who's gone missing, and kind of like coming up with theories as to the reader is coming up with theories as to why this happened, or why the daughter's going missing now. And everything about the mom, I'm just like not interested in. I like don't connect with any of these characters except maybe one of the characters, and that is one of the girls at the summer camp. Because it's not through the perspective of the girl who goes missing, obviously. Because then we'd know what's going on, right? So, so I kind of connect to her, but otherwise I'm just like, I don't care. I really don't. I just want to know what's happened with the daughter, and then I'm gonna go on my merry way. I'm about almost halfway through God of the Woods. I still can't believe it's like almost 500 pages long. It's a little ridiculous. If you're asking me, I feel like a mystery thriller shouldn't be that long. Mystery thrillers should be short and easy to consume. The writing style is good for the most part. Nothing's like choppy or anything. But like, I'm not connecting to anyone. And usually I feel for like a character or something by like at halfway through. Then another update, I did read about a little over 100 pages of The Way of Kings. That was like a couple days ago. And the part I'm at now is following Kaladin and Shallan. And what happened in Shallan's chapter? Good for you, girl. I was like, well, except something happened in it, and I'm like, doesn't that put like the other character in a bad position? So I'm a little worried about that character, but also Shallan did what she needed to do, and I'm happy for her. And then Kaladin, he's all kinds of fucked up, of course. My sad boy. He's not doing too well. I'm not afraid for him or anything, but why does he need to get hurt all the time? You know? Leave my man alone. He's just trying to get by and do his thing. But he can't do that. I guess that's what happens. I don't know. But yeah, I really like it. It's pretty good. I love Brandon Sanderson's writing style. I love the way he writes characters. He writes characters very realistically. They feel like real people. Yeah. Did I talk about this Blood That Binds Us? I did finish that one. I gave it like 3 stars or something. It was okay. I liked the way it ended. I liked the epilogue. The epilogue made me want to read the next one. So I probably will pick that one up, even though objectively the book is not like the greatest thing, because the plot is kind of weird. It doesn't really flow very well, and I don't know, just not impressed overall. Although I do like vampires and vampire romances, so I'm interested to see where that goes there. And yeah, so I finished that. I don't think I talked about it in another update. But yeah, yesterday, which was Wednesday, I did not finish my reading goal. You know, this vlog hasn't been very good in means of reaching my goal, but I have finished 3 books in the span of a week, which is pretty fast for me, because I usually take a really long time reading my books. Like, I think I said this earlier, but I've been reading Way of Kings for like 4 months. And I could have finished it in like a month. I just haven't sat down and read it, so that's kind of on me. I do want to finish it, but it's kind of draining. But not in like a bad way. Like you just want to sit down and read it. You don't want to be distracted by things. Because it is so long, you want to be able to read like 100 pages at one sitting or something. Because then you feel like you've made progress, you know? So yeah. After my interview, I think I'm going to do a final update. Because maybe I'll read between now and the interview. The interview's at 2:50. And I'm very nervous for it. It's not that I doubt my capabilities, because I am capable. This job that I applied for is essentially the job that I currently do. I think it might be a little different, but I'm not worried about like my experiences and how they tie into this job. I just got anxiety, you know? So I'm gonna take my anxiety meds before I go there. And we're just gonna hope for the best. Yeah, this is the hair straightened now. I don't look like a wreck. And now I look professional. Anyway, so yeah. There will be a final update later today, and then I'll probably be wrapping up this vlog, because this is a lot of talking and a lot of updates, and it's just a lot for me, and I need to get a video out. I also need to do a wrap up. I've just been stalling on that one, so I'll see you after my interview.
So remember how I said I would film an outro after my interview? That surely didn't happen. It is currently Tuesday, almost a week after the interview. And now I'm coming to finally to film this outro that I've been stalling for, because I just haven't wanted to film a damn thing. Okay, so I guess I'll go over what happened in the interview. The interview went fine. My old boss was there. He currently runs the new facility. And this position is for a rec aide, which is kind of similar to what I do now. The rec center I currently work at is mostly an after-school program, but during the summer it's a summer program for the kids, because we have a park there and we have a pool there as well. The pool's only open during June and July, which makes 0 sense for Arizona because it's so freaking hot here, but you know, we won't get into that, I guess. But this rec center that I've applied for, it seems way bigger. There seems to be way more activities and programs, And it's not just for an after-school program or a summer program. It's like way more involved than that. Like, I think my old supervisor, his center is like, it has like basketball courts, it has a pool, it has a walking track, it has a gym, it has like a daycare center for like when parents want to go to the gym or the walking track, but they have to bring their kid with them. And then the other facilities, like for the after school program, or like sports and like group things and like a summer program. So I told them that I'd be open to working in either of those, but I don't really know what to expect if I would be working at the first one I talked about. So I'm a little stressed about that. The thing is though, it's higher pay and it's also more hours, because my current job, most of the time right now, because there's 2 full-time positions there right now, us rec aides, we only get 1 or 2 days a week, which 6 hours or 8 hours is not a lot. And you think I can afford to live off of that? You know, so I need like another job. And I technically do have like 2 jobs right now, because I teach lessons and I also feed horses at the barn I ride at, and then I have the rec aide job. So if I get this rec aide position, it will definitely help my income a little bit, but I will be more busy. And then yesterday, which was Monday, I finished my class, so now I have like 3 weeks off, so maybe I'll be around more to film videos. I want to do more videos like this where I give myself like a challenge, or it's more like a reading vlog, because that'll force me to read more and like be committed to reading and also filming for YouTube. So yeah, anyway, update on the book I read. I did finish God of the Woods. Well, the ending kind of made me mad. I did not like the twist. Honestly, I feel like it was kind of a cop-out. Not a fan of the way things ended for either of the timelines, really. Also, I feel like there were way too many characters, and none of them were like really developed or anything by the end of it. Like, I really did not like reading from Alice's perspective. I feel like she was just drugged up all the time, and she was an unreliable narrator, and I just didn't really like reading from her perspective. The other perspectives were a little better. I really liked reading from Judy's and Tracy's perspectives. I wish it was mostly just them. I guess I also like Louise too, but some of the perspectives sprinkled in there that were just kind of like random people, I was kind of like, you know. So that's that. So throughout this whole reading vlog, I finished 4 books. So I finished Butter, I finished Flower Heart, This Blood That Binds Us, and God of the Woods. And then I made some progress in Way of Kings. So, you know, that's pretty freaking good for a week. Well, a little over a week, but we won't get into that. So yeah, I would say this reading vlog was a success. Did I read 150 pages a day did I reach my goal in any of the days? One day I did. So kudos to me for that. But the rest of the days, no. Maybe next one will be reading 100 pages a day, because maybe I set my expectations a little too high, and I don't know. 150 pages was a lot. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but also it was a lot, you know? I think it just, like, I'm just like, I keep myself too busy, I think is what it is. Also, sitting down and reading is kind of hard for me. Focusing on one thing is kind of difficult, so there's that too. Anyway, if you have made it this far into the video, leave a flaming heart emoji for This Blood That Binds Us. I don't know. I feel like that kind of represents the book. And if you feel so inclined, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!